Today we're going to go over infinite scroll, and there's a couple different ways you can do it in Livewire, Laravel Livewire environment. So let's take a look. We're going to use the Alpine Intersect plugin. Markup here with some users with profiles, and right now it's set up with just standard pagination. So it pulls the users, and then at paginates you can see the pagination down at the bottom. Page 2, page 3, so first we're going to need the Intersect plugin. Let's go get this. Do the npm install AlpineJS Intersect, and then you need to add this to your JavaScript. So yeah, we want to add this to your bootstrap.js so that it gets imported. So right here, import intersect from AlpineJS Intersect, and then we call it right here, alpine.plugin.intersect. We also are going to need the AlpineAjax plugin, which you see right here. So we'll basically have to do this as well. But let's go get the code first. We'll go over to AlpineAjax. This is for the second solution that we're going to do. So installation, similar, npm, I'm a crayon, Alpine.Ajax, and then we add this just like we did the intersect. That will get all your JavaScript in line. So now let's go look at the first solution. So the first one is going to be infinite scroll using straight Alpine. I built two Livewire components, one called LoadMore and one called AlpineAjax. And then there's the respective blade files on the front end. So they're down here. Real straightforward. Just this is set up with pagination. I'm getting paginating all the users, and I'm incrementing paginating by 4, so I'm only displaying 4 at a time. So here's the front end. Basically there's a for each. I go through the users, display the data, and then here's the pagination, users, links. So that gives you the standard pagination setup. And then on the Ajax, AlpineAjax, I'm doing the same thing. In the database, I took and modified the user table. I added the profile photo. I added profile photo, the phone number, the role, and about. That way it fills out the profile on the front end more completely. So, and then I populate it with a bunch of test data. All right, let's start off with the LoadMore. This is straight. This is using the straight intersect plugin. We need to create a method called LoadMore. So we're going to call this, when we get to the bottom of the page, intersect's going to fire, and it's going to call this method incrementing the number of items that we want to pull. So we'll just increment num by 4. And we can get rid of this pagination because we're not going to use that. And down here, we're not going to paginate. We're going to do take. We're going to do take this num, which will increment every time we call LoadMore. There we go. That should do it for the render method. That's the back end. Now let's go to the front end and make some changes. So we don't need these pagination controls anymore. So we need a div. We're going to do x intersect, and we're going to call a method here. So let's call, we have to use $wire to access the method on the back end. We're going to call LoadMore. What that'll do is it'll increment the number and re-render, and it appends to what we already have on the screen. So hence giving us the infinite scroll. It'll just keep loading. All right, so let's go take a look at it. So here we go. We did 4. We scroll. As you see, it takes a second. Oh, and there it goes. It's loading. Okay, cleave on. Dr. Altschuler. We got Dwayne. Upgrade. My machine's a little bit slow doing this recording, so it's a little jumpy. I apologize. Seems to be working. Again, this machine's a little slow, so it kind of has a delay. There we go. So let's go over to the Alpine-Ajax solution. Again, we have the standard pagination setup over here, and it works. Well, let's go convert this without, we can use the pagination and it'll call paginate for the next page. So on the back end, we don't need to touch anything. We're going to use paginate. On the front end, we take away these pagination controls. We don't need those. And I've already had the code snippet here. We uncomment it here. So again, we need a div, and the ID is pagination. And on x intersect, we're making an Ajax call. We're referencing up here in the top, we're calling the ID records. And we're doing an X merge append. You'll see that X merge append. And then down here in the $Ajax, we're making the call. You'll see page, and then this num is the next page for pagination. And then target records pagination. So again, when you scroll to this div, that will fire. It will make a call for the next page, just like you would do clicking on, the next page in your pagination controller. There we go. And there it goes. It works. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was kind of quick, and I did all the coding ahead of time, so it's just sort of a quick instruction on how to use the Intersect plugin. Have a good day. Take care.